Lake Health Systems welcomes you to this broadcast of the high school girls varsity basketball regional semifinals. We're at Vandalia Butler High School where the Minster Wildcats will take on the Fort Loramie Redskins. Tonight's game brought to you by the following sponsors: Clopay Building Products, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, Sydney All Glaze Audiology, and NKTelco, bringing you tonight's game between Minster and Fort Loramie. I'm Dave Helmstetter, and alongside me tonight, Brandon Koberman. There you see the records, the most impressive records in Division IV in the state of Ohio. Fort Loramie and Minster in girls basketball, long awaited. Minster playing exceptional basketball, 22 straight wins, and Brandon, the Wildcats are on the momentum is in their favor.
They are on a tear, to say the least, Dave. Have not lost since December to the team just right across the court from them, the Fort Loramie Redskins. And you knew when you saw the brackets come out a couple months ago how they were aligned. You knew this could be a possibility in the Sweet 16. You know, both these teams were in the state Final Four last year before COVID shut it down. Minster playing great, spearheaded by three-time MAC Player of the Year Ivy Wolf, along with her running mates Ella Mesher and Janae Hoying.
Fort Loramie also playing at an extremely high level once again as well. They have had 4 running clocks, all in tournament games, with wins over Ansonia, Mississinewa Valley, Jackson Center, and Cincinnati Country Day, the latter in the district finals, a 50-16 win. Fort Loramie also playing at a high level.
Yeah, and they have been on a tear, and they have some unfinished business from last year's state Final Four. You know, Minster has knocked them out of the tournament in 2018 and 2019. They have some unfinished business that they want to take care of today. They played great all year, beat Minster 36-26, only team to hold Ivy Wolf in single digits all year. This is going to be a fun matchup, and I can't wait to call it.
The last time the two teams met back in December, Fort Loramie prevailed in a 36-26 victory. And now, our national anthem. Just moments away from the opening tip of tonight's game, they'll introduce the non-starters for both the squads here. First for the visiting squad, the Minster Wildcats, and then they'll do the home team, the Fort Loramie Redskins. These two teams come in at the end of the regular season. Fort Loramie ranked number 1 in the state. Minster ranked number 3 in the state. Fort Loramie with a 25-1 record. The Minster Wildcats with a 24-1 record. Regional semifinals here at Vandalia Butler. As they introduce the officials, there you see them for tonight's contest. Nice following here for both the two schools, despite the attendance restrictions that have been placed upon the tournament. There you take a look at the Fort Loramie Redskins. Excuse me, the Minster Wildcats home bench there is see Coach Mike Wiss off to the right side. non-starters for the Minster Wildcats being introduced. The Wildcats in tonight's game, Brandon, one thing that it's hard to overlook is these two teams rely on strong defensive play and rebounding.
You know, they do rely on a lot of defense, and actually, you know, what was an interesting statistic about a month ago was Minster was actually second last in the MAC in rebounding. That's because they caused a lot of turnovers. Fort Loramie, we talked about Saturday, averaged 27 turnovers a contest. So who's going to win the rebounding battle tonight is a big question.
And here's our starting lineups tonight, brought to you by Sydney All-Glaze Audiology. There's number 4, senior Ivy Wolf MAC Player of the Year. Number 13, Janae Hoying. Number 22, Mason Pohl. Number 23, a junior, Ella Mesher. Ella averages about 10 points per game. And number 24, a senior, Dana Prenger, averaging 4 points and 2.5 rebounds, all under head coach Mike Wiss. So it's Wolf, Hoying, Pohl, Mesher, and Prenger for the Minster Wildcats. There you see Coach Wiss. Fort Loramie Redskins, on the other hand, one loss this season against the Bath Wildcats of the Western Buckeye League. A key in that game was the pressure that the Bath Wildcats were able to put up against the Fort Loramie Redskins.
Yeah, we talked about the challenging schedule that Coach Siegel played all year, and really that's what she wanted to see. She wanted to see she had any cracks in her teams, and they really filled in some cracks with some great seeing some great pressure from Bath, and she's hoped they adjusted for tonight.
There's number 11, senior Caitlin Gasson, Fort Loramie starting lineup. Corrine Heitkamp, number 20. Number 22, a senior, Kenzie Holscher, All-Southwest District first team player. Number 30, senior, Dana Rose, averaging 11.4 points per game. And number 31, a senior, Jaden Putoff. So it's Gasson, Heitkamp, Holscher, Rose, and Putoff. And of course, the head coach for the Fort Loramie Redskins, Carla Siegel, outstanding career record of 462 and 118. Let's take a look at our keys to the game tonight. Brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. First for the Minster Wildcats.
Well, Coach Wiss knows that both teams are great at causing deflection, so he wants to win the rebound battle. Defensive pressure on the ball and finish at the rim against the strong Loramie defense.
And for the Fort Loramie Redskins, keys to the game for them.
Coach Siegel's squad play solid defense like they're known for. Rebound the ball as well and execute our offense. Both these teams so similar, know each other so well. We might as well play this game up in New Bremen, but here we are at Butler High School. Should be a good one.
And our keys to the game brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Fort Loramie will have the first possession as we begin the regional semifinal game from Vandalia Butler High School. Gasson with the basketball, guarded closely by Hoying. Putoff. Back over to Heitkamp. They'll go inside with Holscher. Wolf is guarding her. Holscher inside. Ball is loose. Scramble for the basketball. It goes to the floor. It's going to be a jump ball, and the possession arrow favors the Minster Wildcats.
The matchup you're going to watch here tonight, both league players of the year on each other on both ends of the floor. Mackenzie Holscher versus Ivy Wolf. Wolf wins the first battle between the two.
Minster with the basketball in their first possession. Hoying will go down the lane, looks to the corner. She'll find Wolf. Turnaround 15-footer by Wolf, and Ivy Wolf comes in tonight's game averaging 20, and that bucket puts the Wildcats up 2-0.
And Wolf is nothing short of a winner. The senior class of Minster never lost a tournament game since 7th grade, Dave.
Rose will handle it out front for Fort Loramie. Holscher comes out. She looks inside, Putoff. Gasson will come out and get the basketball, top of the arc. Gasson looks inside. She's closely guarded by Hoying as the count is on. And boy, Brandon, the man-to-man defense at a high level as Rose puts the shot up and in. Beautiful shot by the senior, and we're tied at 2.
Kind of an unorthodox possession and kind of an uncomfortable shot there by Rose. Future Tiffin Dragon, but executed the shot, and we're tied at 2.
6 minutes, 20 seconds to go on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. We're tied at 2. Glad you're along here on NKTelco Sports. Regional semifinal basketball, and that's going to be a travel inside on the Wildcats.
And you've seen a lot of pressure amped up here early. Now Minster goes full court. Let's see how Loramie responds, and changed since that Bath game, Dave.
Gasson across the timeline. She'll handle the basketball. Wildcats tried to get the double team, but Rose is going to be fouled as she tried to go down low.
And that foul's on Janae Hoying, I believe. Let's see what the referees do. It is. So, you know, kind of a cheaper foul there, where if you're Hoying, you know, you need to stay in the game and play probably 32 minutes here. Tough foul to take early if you're Minster.
Gasson will toss it into Holscher. She's out front. Battle out front. Two of the top players in the state of Ohio.
You know, interesting thing is I saw one of the Loramie assistants just hold up a play card, like in football. Loramie very prepared for tonight, as you can tell, but so are the Wildcats.
Holscher's shot goes straight up, and Wildcats will have it. Hoying handling the basketball. Heitkamp defends against her as they work it around the perimeter. Over to the right side, and Hoying. That's one thing we anticipate, some great defense here.
And they're making both teams really uncomfortable here early, starting from way beyond the perimeter. Just the amount of intensity, and it's so electric, it doesn't feel like a socially distanced crowd here.
Shot goes in, shot a little bit short by Hoying. The rebound comes down to Rose. She'll bring it across the timeline. She's going to work up against Mesher. They'll get it to the right side, and Jaden Putoff has it. Prenger guarding her. Putoff shot off the glass, and Jaden Putoff has her first basket, and Fort Loramie with 4:45 to go has the lead. Wolf pull up 10-footers good, and Ivy Wolf will tie it right back up at 4-all.
And you know, this is a heavyweight battle. You just got to keep taking punches. Wolf's going to get her buckets, but Loramie's key is they have to contain her.
Gasson over to Heitkamp. Heitkamp looks inside for Putoff. She'll put it up and in, and she goes to the floor, but it's a made basket. And Fort Loramie's up by 2 points.
Loramie going right after Dana Prenger there. They feel they have a matchup advantage on Jaden Putoff. The depth of Minster getting tested here.
Wolf will pull it back out as Corrine Heitkamp gets the challenge of defending against Wolf, at least on this possession. Wolf looks inside. There she goes. Right-handed shot up and in. That's a tough shot, Brandon.
Oh, but she's a future Division I Miami Red Hawk, and she showed you why on that possession. They're trying to get her, and that foul's on Hoying. That could be her second.
They had Gasson trapped defensively, and the foul will.
And that is Hoying's second.
With 3:37 to go here in the first quarter of play, they will pick up her second foul. Hoying will pick up her second foul, rather.
The depth of Minster going to get tested here early with Hoying with 2 fouls. I said she picked up a cheap one there. She picks up another cheap one there. Tough sledding here if you're the Wildcats. Going to have to lean heavily more on Wolf and Mesher here. And Bryn Oldegas, too. She's a good rebounder. You're going to have to play great defense on the inside. She's come up and played well in some games.
Gephardt in the lineup for Fort Loramie, number 32. Holscher at the free throw line. They'll get it back out. Gasson will control it. Jenna Huker also into the lineup for Minster. Shot no good by Gephardt. Rebound comes down to Wolf. She'll go to the right side. Handling the basketball, looks inside, double team. She'll get it back out to Jenna Huker, and turnover as the pass goes into the corner.
It looks like, you know, they're trying to create a lot for Wolf off screens and stuff. Loramie's communication has to be very good and very tight. just to cover Wolf here, and Minster still amping up the pressure, even with Janae Hoying, their best defender, on the bench with 2 fouls.
Rose gets the pass inside to Holscher. Up court she comes. She'll take it to the baseline. Shot off balance, partially blocked. Rebound came down to Bryn Oldigas, also in the Minster lineup, as we approach the 2.5-minute mark here in the opening quarter of play. Wolf feeds inside, shot no good. Rebound. It's going to be a jump ball.
And I like the call there by Mike Wiss. You run the screen and roll there. Loramie hedges tight. They try to trap Wolf. Pulled did a nice job of slipping to the block there, but she just should have took another dribble and laid it in there. It was wide open. She just needed one more dribble, and that would have been an easy layup there for Mason Pohl.
And both teams go to the bench a little bit. There's a steal by Wolf in the backcourt. She'll take the 15-footer. Shot no good. Rebound will come down to Holscher. Put-off will bring it up court. Gasson. Head coach Carla Siegel shouting instructions from the bench. Colleen Brandowy also into the Fort Loramie lineup. These two teams use lots of players. Gasson in the corner. Defended against by Mesher. Gasson off the glass. Shot no good. Rebound tipped by Wolf, and teammate Bryn Oldigas will come up with a rebound. Wolf handling it in the corner. Goes inside, down the lane, puts it up. She'll draw the foul. As she moves inside and draws the foul.
And Coach Wiss really having to go in his depth there. Corinne Meyering goes to the scores table. Ivy Wolf at the line. Remarkable, unheard of, 87% from the charity stripe this year for the future Miami Redhawk. Again, this point, and she makes it. She's now tied for the all-time Minster scoring lead, or this maybe broke it. I forget if it was 7 or 8.
7, that's the record.
7, that is the record. And one more point ties Justine Roderman for 3rd all-time in the MAC history, the former Versailles player and Dayton Flyer as well.
The 10th, I believe it's the 10th school record that Ivy Wolf has broken with that made free throw. Of course, those records mean little. They're all looking for the team accomplishments right now. That means another appearance in the state tournament. Fort Loramie with the basketball, down by 2 points.
Minster made the adjustment. They got Mesher on put-off now. After put-off, burned him for a couple baskets.
Rebound up and in by Colleen Brandowy. Good position by Brandowy, and we're tied at 8. Final minute. First quarter from Vandalia Butler, regional semifinals. Number 1 Fort Loramie versus number 3 Minster. Wildcats looking to take the lead. Mesher top of the key. They go inside the pull, back out front. It goes to Huker. Now Wolf will have it. Clock at 30 seconds.
They're about doubling her off every ball screen she gets.
Corrine Meyering also into the Minster lineup. She's number 5. Mesher tries to take it inside, double team, put off, tips it away.
And yeah, like I was just saying a little bit ago, every time Ivy Wolf gets a screen, Loramie is hedging hard, trying to double team Wolf. It's interesting to see if she can get the pass over the top on a slip to the basket for Minster.
Mesher, shot blocked, but there's going to be a whistle. Dana Rose, I believe, is going to be guilty of the foul. Blocked the shot, and that'll send Ella Mesher. Will step to the free throw line, 88% free throw shooter.
Mesher averaging 10 points a contest. I said at the beginning of the year when I was doing a couple Minster games, I said she'd be the X factor of how far this team would go. You knew Wolf and Hoying were a great tandem and always have been for these past few years, but it was the development of Mesher that has made Minster win another MAC title and here in the regional again.
Second free throw no good. Dana Rose with the rebound. Holscher will bring it across the timeline as she enters tonight's game. Going to toss it up towards Gasson, but that's going to be the end of our first quarter. As anticipated, it's a close one. Our score, Minster 9, Fort Loramie 8. Will return right after this.
Kemmler Orthopedic Center is focused on a personalized, caring approach to treat all aspects of orthopedics, including total joint replacement, shoulder reconstruction, stem cell injections, and more. Dr. James Kemmler and Jed Cooney, certified PA, are dedicated to providing the best orthopedic care in the Grand Lake region. Kemmler Orthopedic Center has offices located in Salina and Van Wert, along with extended evening hours. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-586-5760.
Clopay Building Products, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road CDLA driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package, is an equal opportunity employer, and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopaydoor.com/careers.
There you see the Minster bench here at Vandalia Butler High School. Wildcats have a 1-point lead after the first 8 minutes of play, and I guess when you look at it, the 8 minutes, probably the big development is that Janae Hoying has 2 fouls for the Minster Wildcats.
And Minster's doing a pretty good job of weathering the storm. The question is, when does Coach West put her back in the second quarter? You know, he's 5 years been here at Minster, been the regional here every year, 2-time state champion, 3-time regional champion, and he knows what to do. He's on the bench with Nan Steckschulte a lot too, so he has a lot of experience in these high-pressure games, and so does Carla Siegel.
Shot from the outside from Mesher. Ella Mesher with the big 3. She's got 4 points.
And that was the first attempted 3 of the ball game, Dave. 12-8 now and a travel. And Hoying causing that
turnover, and so the momentum here to open the second quarter swings a little bit towards the Minster Wildcats.
And you know, Coach Wiss answers the bell there right away, saying, you know, I'm going to put Hoying right back in there. I'm confident that she won't pick up her 3rd foul, and Minster with the 4-point lead, largest of the game.
Mesher with the basketball. Rose on her as they work it around the perimeter. Outside 3 by Wolf. No good. Holscher goes for the rebound, and she'll have the basketball. Out front is Dana Rose. She'll work on Ella Mesher. Putoff will go inside. Pass goes to Heitkamp. Rose will take, or Putoff takes the 3, no good. Battle for the rebound with rather Brandewy, number 10. It's going to be a foul, and that's going to go against the Wildcats.
Loramie winning the rebound battle here, 6-4. We said that would be something to watch here early on in the contest. Loramie needing to get something here offensively, needs to find mismatches where you can find them, and Hoying with the steal.
Here comes Hoying on the breakaway. She'll take it inside, shot too strong, and it's going to be out of bounds. Wildcats missed an opportunity there. And they'll apply the full court pressure as Dana Rose looks to inbound it. Gasson. Caitlin bringing it up court for Fort Loramie. Redskins go into their offense. Brandewy, number 10. Back over to Holscher. Looks for the 3. Shot partially blocked there by Mesher. Rebound will come down to Hoying. Gets it up to Mesher. Mesher off the glass. And Ella Mesher has got the next 6 points. And we've got a 30-second timeout here at Vandalia Butler. Ivy Wolf scores the first 8 for Minster. Ella Mesher the next 6, and the Wildcats are up by 6 at 14-8.
Ooh, and you can tell Minster's got the energy. You know, they came in here, we were around here before the game, and you know, the Minster fans come in here, they were bringing energy, and they're really showing it here early on. Loramie's got to find some mismatches that they had early on that they got working for them. When Jaden Putoff got a couple buckets there, try to get someone in a pick and roll, get somewhere a mismatch where you can get a bucket. I think that's where Loramie needs to look at out of this timeout.
I'd like to remind you that NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of high school basketball on NKTelco Channel 3 or on HD on Channel 503. Tonight's game replayed Tuesday, March the 9th at 7 p.m., Wednesday, March 10th at 9 p.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. Fort Loramie trying to counter the Minster run here as we are at the 6:12 mark of the second quarter of play. Brandewie over to Holscher. It's going to be off the hands of Gasson. That's going to be a Fort Loramie turnover.
Minster just making Loramie so uncomfortable when they bring the ball down in the half court. It's not much of a flow here for the Redskins, and they got to find a way to adjust.
Ivy Wolf with the basketball. Her team's up by 6. Back out to Janae Hoying. Top of the key working on Gasson. Wolf will have the basketball to the free throw line. Back out to Hoying. Wildcats run the cuts inside over to Mesher on the left side. Back out front to Mason Pohl. On the right side to Hoying. Wolf will have it. Looks inside. Cross court pass to Pohl, and then it comes back to Wolf. Wolf looking for an opening. She'll take the 3 from out front. She drains it. 11 points, and the lead is now 9 points, 17-8.
And Ivy Wolf playing unbelievable here early on.
Got a foul inside as
Ivy Wolf just saying, put this team on my back and I'll take them anywhere right now. 11 points for Wolf. Phenomenal game here early on.
Jenna Huker goes out, Jenna Huker comes in as Janae Hoying will come out with 5:12 to go and a 9-point lead. Open is Colleen Brandewie. There's a big-time response for Fort Loramie as Brandewie knocks it home. 40% from behind the arc for Brandewie this season, and that's a big one. 6-point Minster lead. Wildcats with the basketball. Huker over on the right side to Wolf. Guarded by Holscher. She'll go inside, shot off the glass.
Ivy Wolf just has a baker's dozen here. We're not even halfway through the second quarter. 13 points for Wolf. They're calling a travel on Gasson there.
Gasson with the turnover. Riley Heitkamp is going to come into the game for Fort Loramie. Junior guard as Gasson will catch a break.
We usually see Gasson harassing people on the other end, but credit Minster's defense in the half court. Once Gasson's crossed that timeline, Minster has not made her comfortable at all. And now Minster with 19 points, not even halfway through the second quarter. You remember in their regular season contest, they only scored 26. And Wolf and Mesher with all 19.
Wolf with the basketball up against Colleen Brandewie. Goes to the left side and Oldigus. Back over to Mesher. Hoying. Down the lane. Janae Hoying. Going to be contact, and that should be a foul against Fort Loramie.
Yep.
Take a look at it one more time on our Winners Quality Meets replay.
And Ava Schultes into the contest too. We said she tore her ACL. She looked out of position there. I think good call by the baseline official there.
Hoying makes the free throw. Second free throw also good. And Hoying is into the scoring column with her first 2 points, and Minster now has a 10-point lead with 4:16 to go, 21-11. Ava Schultes, as you said, Brandon, into the lineup. She saw some playing time in that Cincinnati Country Day game for the first time all season. There's the steal by Mesher. I'll tell you, Ella Mesher's having a nice game for the Wildcats. Wolf out front. Shot no good. Rebound inside. It's going to go off Oldigus, and it's going to be Fort Loramie basketball.
And Ivy Wolf has been superhuman tonight. She finally misses here. Loramie has to capitalize. They have to look for a mismatch somewhere. Coach Wiss has done an incredible job of making adjustments here early. When Putoff got those couple baskets, he switched around his defensive alignment. It's paid off. That shows you why he has 5 state championships across 2 sports.
Putoff. Dana Rose. Back over to Schultes. Putoff in the corner. Schultes cuts inside. Back out front it goes to Gasson. 3.5 to go here in the first half of play. Rose out front. Over to Putoff. Schultes. Gasson is in the corner. Putoff inside shot no good, off balance. Has her own rebound in her hands. Now it's to the floor. Schultes will go down, as do several other players.
You know, with the limited social distancing here, we're on the Minster side. They have those bleachers in here, so the whole Minster faithful right behind us. I mean, this atmosphere is incredible, and if you'd imagine if this game would not have any COVID restrictions, how it would be sounding right now. It'd be phenomenal.
Wildcats on the defense here as Clara Gephardt into the lineup. Will toss it into Gasson. He's looking at Jenna Huker. Over on the right side to Dana Rose. Quiet offensive half. Boy, that's for sure for Fort Loramie.
Only 3
11 points with 2:50 to go here in the first half. Holscher out front.
And again, Loramie just being patient here, trying to get something like Minster defense, just playing tight, not letting them get anything comfortable.
.225 to go. Gasson will have it top of the key. Just some great defense here by Minster. Inside Rose on the cut. She'll make her move. That's the move she likes. And she connects.
And Dana Rose, they cut in the middle. That credits Loramie's patience. If they can run possessions more like those, they can get right back in this ball game.
8-point Minster lead. Huker shot, no good. Rebound. Gephardt up court. Here come the Redskins. Inside, nice move by Corinne Heitkamp, and Minster will take the timeout. Full timeout. Our score, Minster 21, Fort Loramie 15. We'll return right after this.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Minster takes a timeout with the 1:50 mark to go here in the second quarter of play. Minster up by 6. They had the lead to 11 before the Wildcats go on, or the Redskins go on a little bit of a run here and cut it to 6. And you know, it's interesting to see the defensive pressure that the Wildcats are applying to Kenzie Holscher, the top Fort Loramie scorer.
And you know, they made some adjustments after Jaden Putoff got those early buckets. I tell you what, the play of Oldigus down there has been phenomenal too. She's played well on the inside. I expect her to see her play more tonight too. And Minster has played phenomenal defensively, but Loramie has responded back with a couple punches, and Minster needed a timeout to try to stall the momentum of the Redskins.
Mesher with the basketball. Back over to Hoying. Wolf is in the wing. Cole on the baseline. Wolf will handle it. Gasson has the task of defending against her right now. Wolf handling the basketball. Back over to Pole. Wolf Gets it over to Hoying inside. Mesher. They'll take the long three. Shot a little bit short. It's going to go out of bounds. And on that long bounce, and Fort Loramie will have it.
And you get a play like that where you're Ivy Wolf, you're so talented, you don't even need much space there to go. You can't really go under the screen there. If you're Fort Loramie, you can't give Wolf that much room or she's going to make you pay. You're lucky she's missed her last two.
Gasson over to Rose. Wolf is on Rose as the basketball goes out to Heitkamp as they work behind the arc. Holscher, 15-footer off the glass, no good. Rebound by Geppert inside back to Holscher, shot no good. Rebound by Rose, and it doesn't fall, and it's going to be a whistle, and Dana Rose will go to the free throw line for a couple of free throws.
It's interesting to see how Loramie's really controlled the battle of the boards tonight, 10-6. We said Minster not much of a rebounding team because of the pressure and they generally apply. And Loramie's first free throws of the night.
Substitutes into the Fort Loramie lineup. Schultes back in as well as Putoff. Second free throw by Rose is perfect.
And Rose with 5 points now on Colleen Branaway to lead the Loramie attack.
Hoying with the basketball. Wolf has it. Wildcats work the perimeter. Wolf is to the far right side in front of the Fort Loramie bench. Comes out to the top of the arc to get the basketball. Hoying listens to instructions from Coach Mike Wiss from cross court. Almost a full court holler for the coach. Back out front. Wolf. Hoying will shoot the three from the corner. Hits the edge of the backboard. Putoff with a rebound to Gasson. Running right-hander by Schultes.
Wow.
And Schultes connects. That's got to be a big boost for Fort Loramie as Schultes gets the basket. Her first basket of the season.
That's
and
like
our halftime score. Minster 21, Fort Loramie 18. Will return right after this.
Wow.
My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Allglaze and Sydney Audiology are committed to providing the most advanced and affordable hearing care solutions.
Did you know that more and more insurances are offering coverage for hearing aids and that we are the most comprehensive provider in the area?
Because we want to serve all in our community, we partner with agencies such as Medicaid, OOD, Sertoma, and most recently the VA, helping our veterans find local solutions to their problems.
Don't leave unused benefits on the table this year. Call us today to see if you qualify.
Hello, New Bremen. I'm Matt Everidge with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your cable, telephone, and internet services.
Hey, Minster. This is Nate Henry with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your existing cable TV, internet, and phone service.
Hey, New Knoxville. I am Wesley Meyer at NKTelco. We are here for you and your customer service needs.
Hey, Maria Stein. I'm Ken with NKTelco, and we are here for you with hometown pride.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Thank you to the following sponsors: Brookside Laboratories, east of Chicago Pizza.
Minster with a 3-point lead, 21-18 here at halftime over Fort Loramie. The Redskins ended the first half on a high note with a basket by Ava Schultes. You'll see it right here on our Winners Quality Meets replays, and that's got to give the Fort Loramie Redskins a little boost. Ava, of course, with injured for most of the season, or for the whole season, until a few minutes of playing time at the end of Country Day, and it's her first basket of the year.
Yeah, and Loramie's missed her all season. She played a lot of that incredible team last year, and that's a nice boost. It's an Alex Smith type story. Looking at the stats, Minster 33% from the field, 2 of 6 from beyond the arc, 5 of 6 from behind the line. 6 boards. We know they're not much for a rebounding team, but took care of the ball well. 3 turnovers. Loramie 8 of 18. 1 of 3 from 3. 1 of 2 from free throws. 11 rebounds and 6 turnovers. So look at some of the scoring here. Ivy Wolf leading the Minster attack with 13. Janae Hoing with 2 and Ella Mesher with 6. On Loramie's side, Colleen Brainaway with 5. Ava Schultes with 2. Dana Rose with 4 and Jaden Putoff with 4.
There you see the Fort Loramie bench and head coach Carla Siegel as we're about to begin the next 8 minutes of basketball here at Vandalia Butler High School. You're watching regional semifinal contest, much anticipated between Minster and Fort Loramie. Of course, 2 rivals just a few miles apart and sporting incredible records this season. Only 1 loss each. And Fort Loramie will have the basketball first, and Dana Rose will toss it in.
Also, I forgot to mention Corinna Heitkamp with 2 points as well for the Redskins to complete their scoring for the half.
Gasson will have it out front. Holscher inside to Putoff, tries to make the move inside, up and in, and boy, Jaden Putoff, strong move, and it makes it a 1-point game at 21-20.
She had a couple baskets there early on a couple mismatches, and she starts out this half strong. It was a 9-point Minster lead there not so long ago. Loramie back in it.
Wolf with the basketball behind the arc, out front. Holscher guarding her. Mesher gets it to Hoing in the corner. Or rather, make that Dana Prenger with the basketball, guarded by Putoff. Prenger will set the screen, rolls to the basket as Hoing looks inside. She's trapped in the corner, but gets it back out to Wolf.
Shout out to everyone listening to us tonight.
Inside to Wolf. Ivy Wolf, 15 on the night.
You know, you pay for our pay-per-view coverage, Dave. You want to watch a show, and Ivy Wolf is putting it on here right now. She's giving us your money's worth, whether you're in person or watching on a television.
Well, it's just a great high school basketball game between Minster and Fort Loramie. No doubt in my mind, these are the 2 best teams in the state of Ohio. They're doing battle here in the regional semifinals. Holscher with it. She'll get it back over to Gasson out front to Putoff, who's having a nice game. She'll go inside. Contact, ball, and the shot off target. And here come the Wildcats. Mesher thought about the 3, but Rose comes out and picks her up. Wolf will handle it out front. Mesher looks for Wolf, who cuts to the basket, comes back out to the wing, gets it back over to Mesher. Puts the ball on the floor after the fake short jumper by Ella Mesher. Nice basketball play by Mesher. She's got 8 points, and the lead is now 5. Long range shot, no good. And the 3-point shot by Fort Loramie will come down to the Wildcats. Wolf pull-up jumper. Got it. Ivy Wolf. And Minster goes up by 7. 27-20. That's going to force Fort Loramie to call the full timeout as the Wildcats come rolling out here in the 3rd quarter. Our score, Minster 27, Fort Loramie 20. We'll be back right after this.
Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center offers a family-friendly environment with a personalized approach to reduce pain, restore function, and improve mobility. Dr. Christopher Stuckey specializes in reconstructive foot and ankle surgery, diabetic foot care, trauma including fractures and sports injuries, along with bunions, hammer toes, and ingrown toenails. Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center has offices located in St. Mary's and Salina. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-394-8664.
Minster comes out on a nice 6-2 run here to take a 7-point lead at 27-20. And Fort Loramie forced to call a timeout. Just got to simply slow Ivy Wolf down. And also, as we mentioned, Ella Mesher having a nice game for the Wildcats as well. She has 18 points. Or 8 points, excuse me.
Again, we said the X factor this year would be Ella Messer. She has 8. Her and Wolf have all the field goals. Janae Hoing with 1 point, and that's a free throw. She has those 2 fouls she's been playing with since the first quarter. Done a nice job of not fouling since then, and Minster's played phenomenal defense, even though with Hoing, their best defender, playing with 2 fouls. Loramie gets within 1, and Minster responds right back, and now Minster taking off the full court pressure here. Let's see how Loramie responds.
Gasson will walk it up court. 5:40 plus to go on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard. 7-point Minster lead at 27-20. Clara Gephardt, number 32, into the Fort Loramie lineup. Put off with it. Back over to Gasson. Gephardt will handle it. Bobcats, is that a little bit of zone defense there, Brandon?
Doubled, yep. It looked like maybe that or a matchup. I couldn't quite tell. Gephardt must have just went a little scatterbrained there. Forgot she picked up her dribble. Critical turnover there for the Redskins, their 7th of the ball game.
Ava Schultes will come back into the Fort Loramie lineup, as does Corrine Heitkamp.
And this is a part where Loramie has to hold tough. Minster's got the momentum here. Scored the last 6 points here. You need to be able to respond defensively.
Mesher looks at Wolf going inside. Back out to Hoing. Hoing behind the arc over to Wolf. Wolf will handle it. Hoing with it. Put off guarding her. They'll go out front to Pole. Got a whistle as Mesher takes it down the lane.
And that's going to be an illegal screen on Dana Pranger. I believe she swung her elbow out there. They were trying to chase her around on the screen, impeding the Loramie defender there, causing the turnover there. And only the 4th Minster turnover of the night.
Dana Rose with the basketball. Wolf on her. In the quarter is Brandewee. The shot from outside is put off. And Jaden Putoff got 9 points.
And Putoff did a nice job there, rolling off the screen. Minster lost her wide open, and Putoff makes him pay.
Hoing to Mesher. It's going to go out of bounds. That'll be a Minster turnover.
And back-to-back possessions here now with 5 on the night. Minster, again, going to apply a little one-on-one pressure in the backcourt. Rose against Wolf.
Rose across the timeline. Wolf on her. Rose is going to take it up front to Brandewee. Back to Rose. Rose pulls up on the dribble over to Putoff. Rose has it. Surveys the situation.
They want to get it
to the right to Putoff. She goes inside, and I think that's going to be on
Pranger.
Ella Mesher, maybe?
Ooh, I don't know. You know, that matchup is what Loramie went to early in the game. Putoff on Pranger there. They like that matchup. You could tell when they were setting up on the elbow there that it was going to be a play for Putoff. It seemed pretty obvious there, and Putoff barely into the basket and gets bailed out with a foul.
The double figures goes Putoff with 10. And Bryn Oldigus into the Minster lineup as Jaden Putoff's second free throw is good. Tell you one thing, these two teams both shoot free throws very, very well.
Phenomenal to say the least.
Wolf, short pass, and she loses it out of bounds, and now Fort Loramie can either tie it up or take the lead, Brandon.
Oh my gosh, 3 possessions in a row there for Minster, with turnovers only having 3 after the first half. It's amazing how talented these teams are. This is a state final atmosphere, Dave.
Rose tries to pass it off to Schultes, but ball goes to the floor. I think it's going to be on the line, and Fort Loramie will maintain the basketball. 3:42 to go. Boy, every possession is huge in this one.
Every possession, every shot, every free throw is critical, and a good winner awaits in either Legacy Christian or Tri-Village.
Fort Loramie, Rose will have it. Out front, Mesher will guard her. Over to the right side, and Brandewie looks inside. She'll get it back out to Putoff. Shot is blocked by Oldigas, but Fort Loramie maintains it. Putoff. Back to Rose. Putoff with 11 points has had the hot hand for the Redskins.
I like Loramie's idea here, really slowing down these possessions here. And
trying to feed it inside to Brandewie, but the pass just a little bit too long, and that's a turnover at a critical time for Fort Loramie.
That's a nice play by Mason Pohl to bump the cutter, not let Brandewie get to the basket clean there. Might have been a little contact, but no call.
Wolf with the basketball for Minster, back out to Hoying. Oldigas to Wolf, baseline, shot doesn't fall, rebound by Rose. Here comes Brandewie, over to Putoff. Back to Brandewie. Rose will have it. Gets it to Brandewie, who comes out. Inside Schultes, fake move, shot is good. Ava Schultes' second bucket of the season. She's got 4, and we are tied at 27 all on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard.
Wow, what a
Loramie
comeback.
Crowd coming on strong here. Looking for another key defensive play as Wolf will handle it. Almost picked there by Brandewie on the baseline. Hoying will get it.
Janae Hoying's first field goal of the night there, Dave. She's been quiet with those 2 fouls.
Minster back up in front by 2 points. Coming down to the end of the third quarter. Minster and Fort Loramie lob inside. It's going to go to the floor, and it's going to be out of bounds and off Minster, so Fort Loramie will maintain it. Gasson will come in, and Rose will catch a breather.
Both these teams last year, obviously getting COVID quarantine might have been, they're trying to stay a little bit of a push maybe on Schultes is what Minster fans wanted there, but both these teams trying to take back what could have been last season, a steal by Hoying.
Down low, there's the pass, the shot. Mason Pohl, the senior with the big bucket, puts the Wildcats in the lead by 2 points.
And the first
Putoff open for 3, and Fort Loramie pulls it back to within a point at 31-30. Mesher in and out. Rebound Schultes. Gasson gets it up to Heitkamp. Heitkamp looks inside. Schultes again, up and in. And Fort Loramie, as we go within a minute to go, has taken a 1-point lead at 32-31. Hoying inside. Easy shot by Pohl, and Minster will take the timeout. They lead by a point as Coach Mike Wiss wants to make sure that they know what they're going to do over the next 44.2 seconds. And Fort Loramie finds the inside game from a real unexpected source, at least to those of us in the media perhaps. Ava Schultes, simply because she's missed most of the year through an injury.
Well, you know, she played a lot last year, and she was a solid player. I watched her play in junior high a little bit. You knew she had a lot of potential. She tore her ACL the first game of the year in volleyball in mid-August, and you knew she was very athletic, going to be a key cog for this team. Tore her ACL early, but has played very well on the inside. I didn't expect her to play this much. I don't think anybody in the gymnasium did, other than maybe the Fort Loramie coaching staff and the squad. And credit Janae Hoying, too. These past few possessions, she has created for Mason Pohl and Bryn Oldigas to get wide open shots there. You know, hasn't been much of the offensive factor due to the 2 fouls early, but creates like a point guard should. The past 2 plays for the future Findlay Oiler, Janae Hoying. And you know what's great about this regional? Legacy Christian and Tri-Village play after this next game. There's 4 future Division I girls basketball players and 3 future Division II players in this regional. And this just shows how phenomenal the Southwest District is, Dave.
Minster will apply full court pressure. 40 seconds to go, third quarter. Minster with a 1-point lead. Fort Loramie with the basketball. Put off on the left side. Gasson trapped out front, gets it over to Rose. Holscher back in the lineup. Hoying almost had a steal, but Rose recovers. Put off. And gets it over to Gasson. Fort Loramie with the basketball as Holscher tries to go inside, cut off there, and Rose will have it top of the key. Clock goes under 10, going for the final shot now. Gasson inside, off the glass. That's going to be a charge call. With 3.2 seconds to go, Gasson tried to slip inside. Take a look at that one on the Winners Quality Meats replay.
Mason Pohl took it there. Nice play by the senior. A charge always amps up your team.
Wolf with the basketball. That's going to end our third quarter. Glad you're along here on NKTelco Sports. Minster with a 1-point lead as we move on to the fourth quarter. Our score, Minster 33, Fort Loramie 32.
Clopay Building Products, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road CDLA driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package, is an equal opportunity employer, and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopaydoor.com/careers. Thank you to the following sponsors: Cargill, Victory Machine, Hometown Opportunity, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Wagner's IGA, Hulsman Automotive.
Here's the scene at Vandalia Butler High School. Minster and Fort Loramie doing battle, a 1-point contest as we move into the final 8 minutes of play. Unless we go, of course, to overtime, Brandon.
I wouldn't complain. This is the two best girls basketball teams in the Division IV state of Ohio. You know, the winner of this game is going to play a very good Tri-Villager Legacy Christian team that'll begin at 8 o'clock. But these are the two best teams. And I know I'm biased. I've watched these teams play all year. But these are the two best teams. And this is a state final atmosphere right here, right now. And this is just awesome to watch. Glad to call it. Buckle up for the last 8 minutes, folks. Should be good.
Ivy Wolf with the basketball. Back over to Janae Hoying. Back out to Wolf. Mesher, 15-footer, a little bit too strong. Rose will grab the rebound. It's going to be a foul inside. That will go against Mason Pohl, or number 20 rather, Bryn Oldigus.
Minster going to amp
first,
up the pressure.
And Minster has 3 team fouls here.
Minster amping up the pressure now.
Here comes Gasson up court quickly. Back out front, Rose. Gasson. Out front to Brandowie. Fort Loramie will be patient, looking for the good shot. Good shot will get them the lead. Schultes. There it is. Nice assist, Ava Schultes. Dana Rose with a bucket, and she's got 7, and Fort Loramie has a 1-point lead.
And a nice cut to the basket by Dana Rose. Coach West turned around and knew she was going to make that. Just kind of frustrated with his team on that possession. But this is a heck of a titanic struggle, as Marty Bredeman would call it.
Minster looking to regain the lead. They're down by a point. Mason Pohl. They get it on the baseline. Shot will be tipped out of bounds by Gasson. Mesher had it, tried to feed the other side of the hoop, and it's tipped out of bounds by Fort Loramie. Inbounds pass comes into Mesher. Ivy Wolf with the ball. She tries to go inside, but she took an extra step.
I agree with the official's call there. I believe the contact was minimal and she tripped there. I think that was a good call right there. The call I would have made there. Tough call there for Minster fans. It seems like they disagree with the call.
1 point Fort Loramie have a chance to expand the lead as Gasson has the basketball. Rose, she'll handle it. She'll take it from behind the arc, and it doesn't roll, and the rebound is going to be a foul on the rebound. That'll go against Jaden Putoff, number 31. Kenzie Holscher will re-enter the game for Fort Loramie.
It's just the amount of rebounds this game is kind of lower than usual. Both teams being very selective with their shots. A couple of them have got into sprees where they turned the ball over a little bit, so results in low rebounding numbers.
Wildcats looking for Wolf. She has it over on the right side. Really protecting the inside. Fort Loramie dropping back in that zone defense. Out front, Minster will be patient. They trail by a point. Ball tipped away there by Holscher, and she'll pull up with it. Big defensive play from Kenzie Holscher, who Brandon is still looking for her first basket of the night.
And she makes a big play there, and Loramie up one tells you how phenomenal and complete of a team this is.
Dana Rose out front, 5:20 to go. Jaden Putoff. Instructions coming in from head coach Carla Siegel on the sidelines. Rose has it. Gasson is going to go to the, well, she'll go inside now. Back over to Putoff, who will shoot the three, and Jaden Putoff coming up big
for
Fort Loramie.
Wow, what a game for her.
She's got 14, and it's a 37-33 lead. Wolf will counter. Ivy Wolf has got her season average at 20 points, and it's 1 point lead for Fort Loramie. Putoff, another one. Got it. Jaden Putoff. Up by 4.
What
Putoff
a game.
with 17 points. Got to keep playing, folks. 4:25 to go. We'll got a Minster timeout, and I want to take this opportunity to remind you that you can watch this game one more time. NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of high school basketball on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. Tuesday, March the 9th at 7 p.m. and Wednesday, March the 10th at 9 p.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. Jaden Putoff, Brandon, is coming up big here in the second half for Fort Loramie. She's hit a couple of threes, and she has 17 points here for the game.
She averages 5.5 a contest here, and she's come up huge. She's got mismatches. She's been wide open from beyond the three-point line, and she's played a phenomenal game.
You know, against Cincinnati Country Day, she really had an outstanding game, had a nice job rebounding, and played a strong game for Fort Loramie. And, you know, she's won lots of accolades, too, this past season for her efforts. So Minster will have the basketball. Down to business here, 4:20 to go. Wolf will have it, or rather Brandewie is on her. Pohl will have it, back over to Hoying. Wolf back to Hoying. 4 minutes left in this one. First National Bank, think first scoreboard. 4-point Fort Loramie lead. Minster with the basketball. Hoying goes inside. Cut off there by Gasson. Back out to Pohl. They'll get it back out to Wolf. Wolf with Schultes guarding her. And Hoying will pull it back out. 3-point shot, in and out. Rebound to Schultes. Gasson now with the basketball. Fort Loramie looking for their largest lead of the game. Gephardt, Clara Gephardt in the lineup for Fort Loramie. She's number 32. Schultes, top of the key, and there's going to be a reach. Oh, it's going to be a timeout. Oh, Fort Loramie takes the timeout, a 30-second timeout to regroup. They got a 4-point lead, Brandon, so they want to be careful in what they do here with 3:17 to play in this one.
I think you just kind of run it when you were down kind of 9 early in the game. You know, they kind of took the air out of the ball, kind of let the offense kind of just go and get an open shot. I think you do the same thing here. You just cut, you move and cut, try to get something open here. Obviously not a ball holding situation, a far corners type situation, but you need to be smart and conservative with the basketball here. I'm not necessarily saying take the air out of it, but only smart shots here.
Yeah, you have the lead at 40-36, and with 3:17 to go, the Minster has 3 team fouls. Fort Loramie has 2 team fouls. Both teams have 2 timeouts remaining.
And
as there you see Carla Siegel out on the court there with her squad, and Ava Schultes will inbound it. And Schultes will toss it in out front to Putoff. Over to Brandewie. Holscher now with the basketball. She'll get it back out to Rose. Clock at 3 minutes. Putoff will have the basketball in the wing. Brandewie runs the cut on the baseline. Back out to Rose, to Holscher. Wolf on her. Fort Loramie just taking their time. Schultes back over to Brandewie. Now Putoff. Clock at 2.5 minutes to go in this one. Fort Loramie with that 4-point lead. There's the lob inside. Holscher finds a great time for her first basket. 2:22 to go, and it's a 6-point Fort Loramie lead. Wolf looks inside. Ball is up. That's going to be a turnover. Rose will have it. And Fort Loramie, as we approach 2 minutes, can really take a little bit of control here.
And you look at the foul situation here. That's the 4th foul there on Minster. How does Coach Wiss approach this? Now this might be the opportunity where you get the bucket, you get a stop. Now do you consider taking the air out of the ball, so to speak?
Rose will handle the basketball. She's out front. Wolf on her. They're trying to get that steal, and there's going to be a reach from Hoying, Janae Hoying, and that'll make it 5 team fouls. That's her 3rd foul as 7 seconds go off the clock, 1:53 to go. Schultes. Long pass to Brandewie, who saves it, gets it back to Rose with the tip. Loose ball, but it's picked up by Holscher. And a full timeout Fort Loramie as the Redskins will regroup. 1:47 to go. Our score, Fort Loramie 42, Minster 36. We'll return right after this.
For over 150 years, Cargill has been helping people be successful worldwide. Cargill has always done business responsibly and in a way that makes us proud. Whether it is educating farmers in India or providing bikes to students with perfect attendance right here at home, Cargill is helping people thrive. The Sydney plant is just one piece of a global company that provides employment for hundreds of thousands, food for the world, and support for thousands of businesses. Be a part of something great at cargill.com.
Here at Vandalia Butler, the Fort Loramie Redskins have a 6-point lead as they have regained the composure, I guess you would say, and control of this one. They're enjoying a 42-36 lead. Wildcats had, double-digit lead at one point in this one, and Fort Loramie has come back and now enjoy a 6-point lead, and Fort Loramie now being very careful with this possession, Brandon.
Yeah, and Loramie just came out and took punches right away. Ivy Wolf just delivering them early. She's just right at her average of 20 points a game, sitting right on that. But the thing is Loramie's been able to take punches and been able to respond being down double digits. Now you got to regroup, take the air out of the basketball, play smart, and not turn the ball over. Minster's going to amp it up and be very aggressive here, Dave.
Inbounds pass comes to Holscher. Holscher will handle it out front. Wolf on her, and Wolf is going to reach, and it's going to be a foul on Ivy Wolf. That'll be her second. Team is 6th foul. So we'll go into the 1-on-1 here and just on the next foul.
It's going to come down to the old free throw shooting here for Fort Loramie here soon.
Rose. It's going to be a charge on Rose as a collision occurs on the baseline with Mesher.
I did not think.
Let's take a look at that one more time.
I did not think Huker was set there. I disagree with that call right there. Tough break if you're Fort Loramie.
There you see it on our Winners Quality Meats. You can be the judge of that one. 6-point Minster trails by 6. Fort Loramie. Brandewie goes for the steal. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow favors Fort Loramie. What a great hustle play by Colleen Brandewie.
And that's what champions do right there. You get a call that doesn't go your way if you're Fort Loramie, but you call us a jump ball on the other end. That's what champions do. They respond to calls like that. And Fort Loramie getting closer and closer, up 6.
Going to be foul on Ivy Wolf. That's her 4th, and now we'll shoot 1-and-1 as Rose will go to the line as the officials discuss the call.
I think they were discussing possibly an intentional foul, but just going to call a hold from behind. Wolf and Hoying both with 3 apiece. Now as the free throw shooting gets critical here and going to the line here, Dana Rose. You look at Rose on the season, Dana shooting 75%. And now you're going to see, too, some offenses and defensive switches here for Minster.
Oldegas will return to the Minster lineup. Rose with the free throw. Shot no good. Rebound Holscher. She'll put it right back up and in.
Wow.
So now it's an 8-point lead. So they get the miss, but Holscher in the right spot at the right time. Slips inside and puts the basket in. 8-point Fort Loramie lead, 44-36. Wolf. Pass just a little bit too long for Wolf. 1:03 to go. Fort Loramie right now in the driver's seat with an 8-point lead. Minster will need to foul. Rose. Wolf on her. She has 3 fouls already. Holscher takes it up court. She'll handle the basketball. Good free throw shooter. Clock at 45. Foul. Bryn Oldegas, number 20, will pick up the foul. It's her second, the team's 8th.
Holscher to the line, 82% on the season, the 1 in bonus. Holscher, big rebound last possession and big free throws here.
She'll connect. Holscher with her 5th point of the night came into tonight's game averaging 14 a game, 14.2 points, held to 5, but she's hitting some big free throws here as it goes around and out. Mesher with a rebound, 9-point lead, 40 seconds to go. Holscher out front against Wolf. Wolf looks inside, back over to Mesher. Mesher looking for Wolf.
You got to run quicker at this if you're Minster.
Gonna have to shoot the 3. No good, and Rose will get the rebound, and quickly the Wildcats foul.
You have to run. I think your offensive sets there quicker if you're Minster in that situation, but Loramie with such good defense there, and Loramie inching closer to the finish line here.
Rose will step to the line, and she's got 7 on the night. She'll connect. 10-point lead, 46-36. Second free throw upcoming. No good. Rebound to Mesher. Wolf across the timeline. Hoying the long three, no good, and Schultes will get the rebound. Rose handles it. Clock is going under 10 seconds, and Fort Loramie is going to advance.
You know, if you're a Redskin fan, Dave, this has to feel so good. Minster is kind of was your kryptonite in the tournament in 2018, 2019. They also met in 2016 at Loramie once. These teams getting so familiar with each other in the postseason. This has to feel good if you're Fort Loramie. Just the sting of last year. You know, one of the arguably the best area girls teams we saw of all time. Who was the favorite going into that state tournament? And, you know, Janae Hoying and Ivy Wolf going to walk off after marvelous careers. This is their first loss in a postseason game ever. Hats off to them. Wonderful career. Both great. They have a couple state championships, 3 regional titles to bring home. I know the tears flow now, but they've accomplished so much, and so many girls kill to be in the position that the Minster girls team has been in for the past 2 years. Nothing to hang your head on. It stings, but they just fell a little short today, and congratulations to all those Wildcat seniors on a phenomenal career.
Quite an emotional moment for the Minster team here as Fort Loramie's Jaden Putoff will make the free throw. 18 points, and she'll go out. And Jaden Putoff, what a performance here this afternoon. 18 points. It's the Wildcats down by 11, and the clock is going to sound, and Fort Loramie will move on to Saturday's regional final at 7 p.m. against the winner of Tri-Village and Legacy Christian. Final score from Vandalia Butler, Fort Loramie 47, Minster 36. We'll be back with our recap right after this.
Hey Minster, this is Nate Henry with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your existing cable TV, internet, and phone service.
Hey Botkins, I'm Brett Gershner with NKTelco, and we are here for you and to help you operate your business network.
Hey Maria Stein, I'm Ken with NKTelco, and we are here for you with Hometown Pride.
Hi Rishi, I'm Tim Metzger, and we are here for you for your installation of your telephone, cable TV, and internet.
Contact NKTelco at 1-888-NKTelco.
Thank you to the following sponsors: Precision Strip, Carriage Works, Cy Schwederman, Minster Bank, Home and Interiors, New Knoxville Supply Company, Hokie Lumber.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Please support the following sponsors: Forever Fit, Rachel's Cakes, Speedway Lanes, Balmer Construction, Jewelry Barn, Tom and Jerry's, Western Ohio Mortgage.
At Home and Interiors, our team loves to design beautiful yet cost-effective projects. From sleek and simple to elaborate and detailed, we customize to fit your tastes and budget with free interior design and color coordination. Visit our 5,000 square foot kitchen design center and bring your next project to life. Full custom kitchen and bath cabinets are built right here in New Bremen. Home and Interiors, your vision designed for your budget.
Today's game is being brought to you by Grand Lake Health, Clopay Building Products, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, Sydney Uglaze Audiology, NKTelco.
Kemmler Orthopedic Center is focused on a personalized, caring approach to treat all aspects of orthopedics, including total joint replacement, shoulder reconstruction, stem cell injections, and more. Dr. James Kemmler and Jed Cooney, certified PA, are dedicated to providing the best orthopedic care in the Grand Lake region. Kemmler Orthopedic Center has offices located in Salina and Van Wert, along with extended evening hours. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-586-5760.
Clopay Building Products, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road CDLA driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package, is an equal opportunity employer, and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopaydoor.com/careers.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Fort Loramie comes on strong in the fourth quarter in this battle of two state Division IV girls basketball powers. The Fort Loramie Redskins outscored Minster 15-3 down the fourth quarter. Let's take a look at the stats. Very interesting numbers, Brandon.
Yeah, you'll take a look at the final stats. Just some unbelievable numbers. What a battle that was played here at Vandalia Butler High School. 14-34, the Wildcats 3 of 11 from 3. They only took 5 of them in the second half, only hit 1. 5 of 6 from beyond the charity stripe, 12 rebounds and 10 turnovers. On the flip side for the Redskins, 18-32, a number that flies just blows my mind. 10 of 13 in the second half from the field, 7 of 11 from the free throw line, 17 rebounds and 12 turnovers. And you know, just what a battle. Congratulations to Fort Loramie. You were really, I mean, it was so heartbreaking last year when that state tournament got canceled. Minster too. But Loramie in particular, with the historic team they had, undefeated, you know, you have all these hopes and aspirations. They get dashed a lot of those players back from last year. And they were on a mission, and they've been on a mission all year. And they played phenomenal tonight. They get punched in the face repeatedly in the first half. You think they might be down and out, but they do what champions do, and they respond. And phenomenal games from people like Jaden Putoff and Caitlin Gasson and Ava Schultes, who, I mean, Ava Schultes didn't even play all year due to her torn ACL. And Minster, again, looking on the flip side, phenomenal career for this senior class. Spearheaded by Ivy Wolf and Janae Hoying. Ivy's going to finish third all-time in MAC history in scoring. It's going to go play phenomenal basketball for Miami. Janae Hoying's going to go to Findlay. Some other seniors mixed in there too, but there's nothing to hang your head on if you're Minster. This class has won 2 state championships, 3 regional titles, 4 MAC titles, 4 district titles. So congratulations to Coach Wiss and his team on a phenomenal season. Loramie was just better today.
Good opportunity to salute our player of the game, brought to you by NKTelco, Jaden Putoff. They were looking for offense. Fort Loramie was it. They found it from Jaden Putoff. The senior came through with 18 points and played a very good game for Fort Loramie to push them into the regional finals, Brandon.
She tripled her season average of 5.8 points a game, and Loramie was able to get her off screens there in the second half. She was wide open. Minster was not able to cover her off ball screens. She got wide open. She was able to take advantage of mismatches in the first half, and Jaden Putoff, tripling her season average. Also give a shout out to Ava Schultes. When you've not played all year, you come in a game as high intense as this, which has a state final-like atmosphere, which some people around Ohio are going to say is the state championship. Now, no disrespect to any of the teams in the tournament, but some people are going to say this might have been the state championship, and we'll know here by next Saturday if it kind of would have been. But Ava came in and played amazing. It's like an Alex Smith type story there for Ava Schultz. And congratulations to Coach Carla Siegel and her team. And they have a tall task Saturday against Legacy Christian and Tri-Village, and you and I watched them Saturday. Both those teams are no slackers either. So Loramie has 48 hours to regroup and respond, scout, and come back and play for a regional title, Dave.
Fort Loramie versus Tri-Village or Legacy Christian. That'll be Saturday, March the 6th, 7 o'clock right here at Butler High School, live here on NKTelco Sports. Great high school basketball. I'd like to remind you that NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of high school basketball. Tonight's game can be viewed again on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503, Tuesday, March the 9th at 7 o'clock, and Wednesday, March the 10th at 9 p.m. You can also watch all of the games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. I'd like to thank our crew here tonight. Well, first I want to remind you that you can follow WCSM AM 1350, 96.7 FM, 100.3 Country, and their internet exclusive games on WCSMradio.com all season long. Your sports leader in Mercer and Auglaize counties. Our crew here tonight, our director Scott Robinson, assistant director Bryce Hamrick. On the cameras tonight, Mark Fissel and Jeff Henchen. I'm Dave Helmstetter, along with Brandon Coverman from Vandalia Butler. Our final score one more time, Fort Loramie 47, Minster 36.